it's Natalie. I hope you are enjoying the cherry on top hop about our everyday lives. And I am going to create a scrapbook layout about one of the things in my everyday life that I really never document very often. It is going to be about my job, and I actually work from home for now. And my office is in this very room. You can see my desk right over there. So I took a picture of it. I'm going to print it out really large and do, I think it's called a string diagram. And I've done this type of page before where I've connected strings with either photos to a map, or this one's going to actually be just kind of describing what things in the photos are. And I'm going to use some of the new All and Create. And, ooh, can you see that? These like fun little labels. And we are going to create a really fun, almost interactive type layout. I love these kinds of pages. Like I said, I've done one before. They're a little bit of work, but they otherwise don't require much embellishment. So they're kind of fun and a fun, different way to kind of like mix up your scrapbooking. So let's get started, and I hope you enjoy it. So I've printed the photo I have of my desk in a larger size, and this is the Rose Reverie All in Create ephemera, and I'm just going to pull out the label pieces. I'm showing you I have brads here. You can use brads to attach your string diagram, but I'm actually going to use this gem set from Pink Crush Studio. I suggest a sturdier type of twine. So I have wool twine, there's hemp cord, things like that. I end up changing actually the twine that I'm going to use. But I chose this background paper. This is from the Retro Summer paper pad by Crafters Consortium. I thought that it went really well with the Rose Reverie ephemera. And this is a little label maker that my husband had. He actually uses it to tag the gifts that he wraps for Christmas. And then I go back through and put like the nice pretty tag on them, but he does not care about the tags. So he just cares about who they go to. So they had these clear labels, and it had the clear labels. And so the app is fun. It lets you pick different fonts and everything. So I wrote up snarky little bits about everything in the picture, about the things that I use on a daily basis to do my job at my desk at home. And it's a fun thing. They're a little bit hard to read. They're very small. But, this page is for me. This page is going to be for something nostalgic for me to look back on many years from now and see what my work life was like, and so it'll be good enough for that. So you can see I went and I die cut my title over there on the right in black, and it says how your email finds me, because this is where I'm sitting when I receive your email for work. I'm going to use these All in Create stamp sets to stamp black around the edges of the photo, and so that's kind of what sent me to choose the black cardstock for the title. And like I said in the intro, this is a pretty simple process. So I'm just going to use a few of these distress kind of stamps. I'm going to stamp first generation, second generation stamping. I'm rotating the stamping block as I stamp, so I'm not getting the exact same image peeking out all the way around. I'm overlapping the stamps. And then I have a few stamps from other collections that are going to be office supplies, so some like push pins, paper clips, bulldog clips, I think is what they're called. And so I will sprinkle those in amongst these All in Create stamps to create nice little stamp collages. Just looks like some mixed media on the background behind the photos. Mostly going to be covered up, but it'll peek around the edge and kind of bring cohesion between the background of the photo or the paper, and then all the other embellishments that I'm going to use in the title as well. So I love these small All in Create stamps that they have. They're such a good way to add a mixed media feel to your page, but they're just stamping, so it's not really messy. Or if mixed media kind of gives you the scaries, then you can start with things like this. I mean, it's still a little bit scary to stamp on your scrapbook page, but it's easier to hide it, cover it up with a sticker or something, if you will. What's next? Let's see. So, here I go in with my different supplies. So you can see I've already added some paper clips and things. So this is the pencil. And then we're going to finish it up. And I won't read to you all of the little tags, but you can maybe see them in the close-up pictures, and maybe some of them you don't need to see. Like I said, it was a little snarky. But it's kind of funny because I do love my job. I work for the Department of Veterans Affairs. I love my job. I love to serve veterans. I work on the benefits side. But as anyone can imagine with the government, there's just silliness that occurs that you just don't like to deal with. But also talking to my other professional friends and my husband and everyone that is in maybe the private sector, they also deal with nonsense and silliness. It's not just the government, unfortunately. It's just our society in general, maybe. Or just work. It's just work, I guess. So you got to laugh about it or you might cry. So I am attaching the twine. Oh, I realized I didn't have my photo stuck down, so I'm going to do that. But I'm attaching the twine. I popped up all of the labels on foam tape, so I'm just sticking the twine behind it, and then I'll pull it taut and stick it down to a point on my photo. And then that's where, if you're using brads, you would stick a brad through there to kind of hold it down. I didn't have enough in the size or the color that I wanted to use brads, and that's why I decided to use those little jewels. But they'll kind of look like brads because I'm just going to stick them down so it looks like a little push pin that you stuck through an end point. But I end up getting rid of that blue string, and I pull out some black and white string because I feel like it will go with the black and white stamping, or with the black stamping and with the black title that I'm going to put. And it was a third black element to add to the page, so I think it works really well. So now I'm going to place the title down just to see where I want to put it. And then once I get it stuck down, I have a lot of black along the bottom there, so I definitely need to figure out something to put at the top to bring your eye. There you go. I'm showing you right above there to kind of help out. So I went ahead and I added that black and white twine under each of the foam tapes. And now I'm doing the thing where I'm pulling it taut and I'm just sticking the twine itself down to the photo, and then I'm going to place one of the larger gems on top. And so it's just as if you stuck a thumbtack through on a bulletin board kind of situation. At least that's the vibe I'm hoping it's giving. And I just make sure to stagger the labels so that they look visually appealing. I'm sticking my blocks on top of the glued down bits just a little bit to hold it in place for a moment till it dries for a little bit, and it will not move around while it's still very wet. And I got everything on there, and I'm going to take a moment and show you that one of the items that I have identified on my desk is my emotional support pickle. It tells me that I'm a big deal. Isn't it cute? My husband got me that. And what am I doing? What else am I doing here? Oh, I'm sticking down the title across the bottom. We're finishing this up. So I'll let you know this is a hop for a cherry on top. All of these products you can find in the Cherry on Top store. I will link them down below. It really wasn't a lot of products this time, but it got a good story of my everyday life into my scrapbook. I decided that I'm going to do some border punch here of like some notebook paper edge. And that is what I'm going to place at the top of my page to kind of balance out that black title. I'm also going to link down below to everyone that is participating in this hop. Everyone is telling you about their everyday life or doing some type of project about their everyday life, which is super fun. And if you hop along and comment on all the videos, you'll be entered for a chance to win a $25 store credit to a Cherry on Top, which is a very generous prize. And like I said, I'll link down below with all of these products if you would like to know where to find them. I had so much fun creating this page. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're inspired. I will also try to remember to throw the link down below for the video that I made where I did another diagram, I kind of took pictures of my family and I and our favorite places around our town. And then I plot pointed them out on the map of like our county. So that was really fun too. You could do this for a lot of different things. I have a couple of those videos. I'll link those down below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'd love it if you would like and subscribe, and make sure to hop along down below. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments as well. Bye, y'all.